Hi everyone, how's everyone doing here today? Well, it turns out there are some really bizarre things going on with the Democrats. They have the power to control hurricanes. I think it's, from what I'm hearing, it's, that one called Kamala Harris, yet in the deep state, they don't call her that, they call her Storm. She can control the weather, she creates hurricanes, and she's to blame for what's going on with Florida with both Hurricane Helene and Milton. There's another one that can shoot Jewish space lasers, not lasers, but Jewish space lasers out of his eyes, supposedly. They call him Cyclops in the deep state. And there's supposedly one, the head of the operation. It may be Biden, it may be someone else, but he has the power to control people's minds. He has rigged the election by using his mind control on all the people and getting them to vote for him. They just call him the professor. Now, wait a minute. I don't understand. If he won the presidency that way, allegedly, why just him? Why didn't he use his mind control on all the elections back in 2020? Like elections for governor and other senators, and just bring on a blue wave across the board. Why just stop with him? And come to think of it, if he can really control minds and rig elections and get away with it, why would you need hurricanes? I mean, that just doesn't make sense. Obviously, I'm being comical and I'm making references to X-Men for all the non-comic book junkies out there, but the reason I bring up the hurricane thing is that some people actually believe this shit, to which I would say to them, you guys are totally lost your friggin' minds. Really? Does truth even matter? Now I'm being serious, okay, all jokes aside, because we've heard a few lies going out from Donald Trump, who's just showing us once again what a dishonest a-hole that he is, and that the truth remains is that I put it out in a video once, where words matter, and when you're in a position of power, whether you're a president or former vice president, or any type of political leader with a certain amount of followers, supporters, and influence, the things that you say do matter. And Donald Trump, once again, is a pathological liar. That a lot of the people within politics that support him, they too are pathological liars. That would, or at the very least, more than happy to push the lies just to please him and stay within his good graces. Donald Trump is a liar, and he knows he is, okay? When he says they're eating your dogs, they're eating the pets, he is lying to you. He knows that is not true. And as a result of it, the Haitian community in Springfield, Ohio has had a very difficult time. From bomb threats to intimidation, to people treating them differently, from them being able to just live their normal lives. And note the fact that they're not illegal immigrants. They are people that immigrated legally and have contributed in a healthy way to the economy within Springfield. But now their lives are being turned upside down, and Donald does not care. Then when he says things like late-term abortions, he is lying to you, and he knows it's a lie. But because of that, there's all this back and forth with the abortion thing. Women are getting hurt, and he doesn't care. And the fact that he recently, not too long ago, said, I'm just going to leave it up to states. He's doing that because he is scared, and he's trying to be a little bit more strategic, because he knows the abortion issue is a hot-ticket item, and it has costed him previous elections and stuff, working up to 2020, and it's definitely impacting him negatively in his presidential run. Then when he says things like, then when keep in mind, Marjorie Taylor Greene was a stupid one who put out that the Democrats control the weather. Again, she is lying to you, and she is a Trump bootlicker. When Don says that FEMA funds were spent on illegal immigrants, that's why there's not enough money, he is lying to you. That when they say, I don't know if it was definitely him that said it or one of his bootlicker lowlifes, where they said that $750 is only a loan. That is not true. They are lying to you. Donald Trump is lying to you, and as a result, people who are at their most vulnerable, that have just been seriously impacted by the hurricane, are being put at risk. That some of them aren't applying for FEMA, okay? So ask yourself one question. If he is willing to constantly lie just so he can score some political points to strengthen his campaign, when people are getting hurt as a result of these lies, does he really care about America? I'll give you a hint. The answer is no, he does not. He doesn't care how many people get hurt, whether it's people of marginalized groups like immigrants, legal immigrants. He will continue to lie about the border, and if that causes violence, he does not care. He will continue to push lies about abortion. And as women are getting hurt, he does not care. He will continue to push lies about hurricanes and other disasters that come along, just so he could score some political points. He does not care. He will go down there and just show his face out of some PR stunt. And he does not care. Side note, Taylor Swift, who obviously endorsed Kamala Harris, she made a sizable donation for the hurricane victims of Helene. I forget what the dollar amount was, but I talked about this before. How much has Donald Trump donated? I'll give you a hint. 0, nothing, none, nada. Now some of you are going to be like, oh, the GoFundMe page. Yeah, GoFundMe, where he's collecting money from other people. He's not putting in his own money. And the person that's overseeing it, somebody on his campaign, it's not made 100% clear of where that money is going exactly. Nobody really seems to know. But I'm willing to bet any dollar amount that money isn't going to hurricane relief. And if it is a very small amount. Okay? Because Donald Trump is a liar. He is only in it for himself, and he doesn't care about the American people. So why you guys keep supporting this fool is beyond me. Because he constantly lies to you. And some of you, I think you even know it and just don't seem to care because like you are just in this cult-like state. Well, fortunately for you, the vast majority of America sees past those lies, and they're going to make sure he doesn't win the election in 2024. I'm just hoping enough of you will wake up and say, you know what, this guy doesn't really care about me, especially in the states like Georgia, North Carolina, and Florida that have been impacted by Helene. That if you're a Trump supporter, you're looking at this and thinking, yeah, this guy doesn't care about me. I'm going to vote against him. I'm really hoping for that because it's for your sakes I'm putting out these messages, for the American people. Because unlike Donald Trump, I do care and I don't like liars. So do what we got to do come November 5th. Vote blue, no matter who, especially against Donald effing Trump. And put this pathological liar back to Mar-a-Lago where he belongs and hopefully, inevitably, prison. Controlling hurricanes. I just can't. Thank you for watching. I really hope you understand.